Young and restless, Sharon has landed smack dab in the middle of another crisis and is in dire need of assistance. But the returning character who's about to show up may be more of a hindrance than a help. Fortified by newfound strength on the heels of her revealing hypnosis session, having realized she wasn't the one who killed Heather, even though she dumped her body and framed Daniel after the fact, Sharon boldly headed out dressed to the nines for New Year's, only to encounter the person we assume is the real killer. Despite all the talk about the real culprit still lurking, and the danger to Sharon and everyone in her family, she nonetheless decided to make her way to society to meet up with her daughters on her own on New Year's Eve. And that proved to be a potentially fatal mistake. Jordan chloroformed Sharon, knocking her out, and somehow managed to drag her into her car and into her room at the Red Door Motel. There's no telling how such a tiny woman of a certain age managed to pull this off, but the sweeping under the rug of such technicalities is part of the beauty of soap operas, we suppose. Ian gave Jordan instructions to put Sharon in her car and push it into the river near where Heather's body was found as part of his plan to frame Phyllis for the blonde's death. But unable to fully trust her partner in crime, Jordan decided instead to stash Sharon in, where else? But the sewers, and shackle her to a dirty old pipe. Declaring to her mad self that Sharon was her insurance, Jordan left her underground and went back to rejoin Ian, allowing him to believe that Sharon's body had gone down with her vehicle, which has since been discovered in the water. As we make our way into the next episode, Sharon's family is frantic, and she's probably going to feel the same way when she awakens in her current surroundings. Yep, our tragic heroine is in dire need of help, and a familiar face is set to appear to her in her time of need. Unfortunately, he's not someone who can physically rescue her from the sewers. In fact, he's someone who died in the sewers himself, at Sharon's hand. Yup, Cameron Kirsten, who played an integral part in Sharon's PCP hallucinations, and who coaxed her to make all manner of poor choices, is set to return, and will appear to Sharon as she comes to terms with her new predicament. You can understand, then, why we're not sure whether he'll be a help or a hindrance under the circumstances. He is clever, so that's a plus. He's also cunning and devious, which are qualities that might come in handy in dealing with someone like crazy Aunt Jordan.